The rest of them are more just personal issues and personal flaws that abound in the Shire.
Yeah, they're great at gossiping.
Really good at gossiping.
Something I have a particular pet peeve about.
And that's the way that country folk are, no matter where you go. No matter what country you're in. Country folk gossip because they don't have a whole lot else to do.
Mm-hmm.
And even though your life is laborious, maybe a little bit difficult, it is not so bad that you can't stop to think about things every now and again. Basically, when you're as content as they are and you don't have things to worry about, you have to make up things to worry about. Or you have to go and find business to poke your nose in when there aren't drastic needs that have to be met. So, gossip is something that is born much out of just time. And gossip is a very, very easy temptation of the leisurely, of people who sit and have conversations. Because while sitting and having a conversation is good, sitting and trying to figure out where Bilbo Baggins got his wealth without asking him, even though he never really will tell anybody, or just making up the stories about it, which none of those are probably anywhere close to as good as the true one.
Mm-hmm.
But just sitting and making up stories about it is at best a waste of time.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly entertaining, but a waste of time. And at worst, you run the risk of harming the reputation of a hobbit in good standing.
And a person's reputation is almost as important as his life.
Which is why gossip is a violation of the fifth commandment.
And why, you do serious damage to somebody's reputation, you better confess that.
Yeah, because if you tell a lie about somebody, or if you spread information that gets a man fired from his job and puts him in a position where nobody else will hire him again, you have ruined his life, and you have effectively killed him. On top of that, if you have taken his reputation from him. This is why I don't like the people who very snidely turn up their noses and say of historical people, well, he wasn't as good as you thought he was. They dig into the personal lives of men in the past to try to find their vices and make them into evil and wicked monstrosities of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Because a reputation is all that a man has. It may be all that a man has while he's living, but it can still be taken and rebuilt elsewhere. The dead have nothing other than their reputation.
True.
And whether they're deserving of it or not, no one has the right to remove it. No one has the right to cut it down.
Yeah, I'm tempted to really go down a rabbit hole with how much this is a pet peeve, but...
Why don't we make that another podcast entirely?
We might want to make that another podcast, and some of it has been discussed in other podcasts, but yeah, I mean, just the whole... If a person's reputation is important, I don't know, I've been around enough people in my own life, enough friends that will just make those comments without even thinking about it because it's second nature to them. And yeah, you just, as a listener, I can't engage in that. I'm not supposed to engage in that, right?
Yeah.
But for you, it might just be, women have this phrase now. It's like, oh, spill the tea. Oh, drink the tea. And it is so effing annoying. Like, you have just come up with a term for this thing that is heinous. It's not always, I'm not saying it's always...
That's not the only term that has been come up for this, and that is not a totally new thing. There have been spilling the beans, letting the cat out of the bag. There's all sorts of...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all sorts of stuff. I'm reminded of growing up, like there was news that broke about this one NBA owner that, had some sort of bad text messages, and this got leaked to the public, and there was a big outcry about it, right? I still remember my dad very wisely telling, having his own comments on it, which was basically, that was the guy's text messages.
Whose business was that?
Exactly.
Other than his and whoever he sent it to.
But no, we don't want bad people in power. And who freaking cares?
Then we'll have nobody in power.
Yeah.
Because everybody's bad.
Like, do you
and
think
power tends to corrupt, which makes everybody even worse when they get into power.
Do you think you're some saint? if you were, you wouldn't be thinking this. And if you aren't, well, guess what? Just learn some humility right now. Like, people's reputation matters. That's why as Catholics, we believe that when you damage that, you have to make restitution for that.
Yeah.
And that can be a very uncomfortable and how do you even do that type of thing.
Yes, and if it is you damage someone's reputation to the point that they're wrongfully incarcerated, and it comes out that you wrongfully damaged the reputation, guess what? Now you serve that sentence.
Should be that way.
It should be, because that is just.
Yeah. So don't lie about people, and don't tell the truth about people that no one else needs to know. There better be a darn good reason for doing it.
Slander and calumny are both sinful.
Mm-hmm.
Detraction and slander and calumny are all sins.
Mm-hmm.
The difference, it's
doing
all sharing stuff that you shouldn't be. The difference, slander is sharing lies. Calumny is sharing the truth.
Well, actually, calumny
Or is it the other way around?
Calumny is lies, detraction is the truth.
Detraction is sharing the truth, yes.
Yes.
That's right. Slander is a legal term.
Yeah. Slander and calumny, I believe, are effectively the same thing.
Yeah.
But
And detraction is telling the truth about somebody when it is not yours or anybody else's business.
Mm-hmm.
Calumny being telling lies about people in order to, or just voicing assumptions, which we do a lot.
So, yeah, the Hobbits aren't very good at that. And you
No,
can
they're
pull
not
the
good at
argument.
putting it.
You can pull the argument of that. Okay, well, this is the way of country folk or small folk, at least in various places or something, right? I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. That doesn't justify it. Find something better to do with your life. Then, if you're people in that type of place, just find something better to do with your life.
Yes.